Hey, good evening, YouTube and Facebook and Periscope. Well, Twitter Live. And tonight we got an interesting show. We're just going to talk about our couple of trending topics. Something that's catching on, getting people to laugh. Some laughing, some ain't laughing. And I'm joined by my illustrious co-host, darling Nikki.
Hey,
What's going on?
nothing much. How was your day? How did that go?
It was hot. It was real hot and humid, sticky, long day.
Really?
Long day. It seemed like the day was never going to end. It's funny because I'm kind of like on like a Facebook punishment right now with certain things. So certain things with my Facebook is kind of acting crazy. I can't post in no groups, which is interesting. I could post on my regular page with no groups until tomorrow, and so it's allowing me to. I get so much information from other people that they send me stuff to post in the groups, and then like my phone is like super charged up with a bunch of stuff ready to go, and it's like, all right, once they release me, I don't want to put too much stuff, and they'd be like, you know what, we just sick of this Joker.
Right.
So outside of that, the last couple of days been good. We had a great show on Monday. The response was good. I hope that everybody get a chance to look at the YouTube channel and check it out. It
Right.
was a very interesting conversation that
I enjoyed Monday's show. I thought it was really informative.
we discussed the 6 personalities of the male and the female, from alpha to sigma to beta to gamma, omega, delta.
Got a lot of excellent feedback from that show.
Yeah,
So
that's good. That's good.
yeah.
That's good. So everybody in the chat, I see everybody. I appreciate you guys. So tonight we got 2 subjects we're gonna talk about with everybody tonight. And the first and foremost one is the crate challenge. I got something for Nikki. I thought she would get a kick out of this one.
Ooh. 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 Hmm.
Yeah, he had a rough time.
He had a rough time. But
And then we have another one.
Mhm.
I got 2 more for you.
Let me see what you got.
Just the old head.
Oh. Nah, the next 2 ain't coming down.
Got it.
Oh shit!
So Nikki, I know that this has been the challenge for like the last 4 or 5 days. I guess since about Saturday. And just to give you guys some brief background on the because a lot of time people don't understand that these challenges are actually they come from real stuff that happens, and accordingly the milk crate challenge came from Minneapolis co-owner Yoon Gwyn thought he'd offer them them up to anyone willing to step up for Milk Crate Challenge. I watched some YouTube videos and Facebook videos and saw some funny stuff out there. So we noticed that a lot of challenges come from people's creativity to, have some humor. And we thought that would be interesting for us to discuss it because it's being perceived by people a lot of different ways. I noticed that a lot of people of a certain age, and my phrase again, they're worried about people getting hurt. They worried about people got insurance.
You only worry about that when you pass a certain age, though. You don't worry about that when your bones are a little bit bendable.
But let me ask you: are we getting to the point where the age where we're becoming the get off my lawn type of people?
I think a lot of people have been like that for a while, the get off my lawn type of people. Me personally, I think the challenge is like whoever came up with this challenge, the architect of the challenge is like, it's a creative, whoever came up with the challenge. And I was just looking it up and it said that in order to do this challenge, it's like 49 milk crates. So you have to have 49 milk crates to actually complete it. But I noticed it was a lady that did it in heels.
How many milk crates you got in your house, Nikki?
I don't have any, but I can get some if I need them. I don't have any.
It's funny,
but if I need them, I can get them.
I actually got three milk crates, and even Bed Bath & Beyond sell milk crates, but they ain't as sturdy as the milk crate. They got like the deck. Because what I do is I keep a milk crate in the back of my truck with your little stuff that you got to have in your vehicle. So I think that it's funny that, like you said, in order to do it properly, to get all these milk crates, you got to find them because milk crates are reusable.
Right.
It's not something that's a one-time thing. So I thought it would be, when I first started seeing the challenge over the weekend, I'm like, where the heck they getting all these milk crates from? And then you got all these memes and people not having a sense of humor, like, yo, they trying to distract us from stuff.
This stuff is going on. I guess if you want to consider the hood or whatever, we're like the most creative people. And I think like when they had this other thing with this milk crate on there, and they was talking about, okay, well, what are all the uses for this actual crate? If you take that milk crate and you take it to a specific area or location, we can come up with all kinds of uses for that one crate.
So because Nikki brought it up, you guys in the chat, if you have a milk crate in your home, what do you use the milk crate for? So you said you was reading up on who created the milk crate challenge and what they were saying.
No, it was just saying that it takes 49 crates to actually do the challenge. But I was saying, looking at some of the things that they had put on Instagram, whoever came up with this, whoever actually did the layout to get up there, and then to be able to get on. I saw one lady, she got up there with heels, and it's actually one of those things where you actually got to think. You got to get up there. You got to say, okay, well, am I going to go in the middle of the crate or am I going on the sides of the crate? And if you want to do the challenge, I feel like that's part of having like youth and having fun. If you want to fall and break a bone, that's your business. But I think sometimes people take things so seriously and they just take it to a whole nother level. When whoever came up with it was genius, the architect of it. Like I commend them. As a creative myself, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, Nicole, I also seen that one person pass it. Actually, I got footage of the other brother, White Mike, that passed it too. Mike, shout out to him for anybody that's from North Newark, because he's from North Newark. And White Mike actually, him and a bunch of his friends 2 summers ago, they created the Neighborhood versus Neighborhood Basketball League that's actually playing basketball in Branch Brook Park this year. So we tend to think that our younger generation, instead of us always criticizing them, we tend to always think that they're doing some mischief. When in all actuality, a lot of them are very creative and thoughtful. And, it's just, I thought it would be interesting for us to talk about it because it's like, relax. Yeah. I saw so many daggone posts about it, and I'm like, it's not that serious. I mean, some people like, it's too deep, or some people like the government got us doing it. Like, come on. Like,
I would rather see them do the milk crate challenge and to do these challenges than to be out here doing something else. Yeah, some might say it's not productive, whatever, but Growing up, a lot of things that we did to have fun, they weren't necessarily productive, but they're doing the challenge. They're not hurting anybody.
Exactly, Lavette. You grew up using the crate as your race car. Only child of imagination. Yeah, you tied a little paper, tied a string on the crate. Your friend or your cousin, because it was always your cousin or your best friend that was pulling you, and one of y'all was better than the other, so somebody would pull each other the hardest. I mean, I just think we go too far with the challenge.
Thoughts.
I mean, and like Lavette, you're right. Now a lot of people definitely the vinyl. How do you keep your vinyl records? Most people that's of a certain age or remember DJing with vinyl records kept them in milk crates.
Basketball hoops. I mean, there's just so many different things that the milk crates.
Haitian promo show. You said you don't like the challenge. Why not? I think the challenge is fun. I mean, a lot of people are going through what we would say nowadays would be COVID fatigue.
Right.
And I won't do it.
I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't COVID and I was back to like the original, when I was in shape pre-COVID, I would do it because I'm just that confident now.
Would you do it on cement or grass?
Oh, of course I'm doing it on grass. Of course I'm doing it on grass. But see, I would know where to stop at. Like I would get to that certain crate. I'm not gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? If I get to the to the top. But I would do it. If my kids said, "Mom, come on out here, let's do the challenge," I would definitely do it. Why not? I mean, of course, I'm clumsy. I probably would break something, but at the same time, I still would do it. I wouldn't have a problem doing it. I think it's all in fun.
I mean, I think it's all in fun. I mean, I think that doing it would be fun. Like you see people that's doing the challenge, and everybody got their phone out, and for people that use social media, they go viral. I mean, like you said, I saw the young lady with the heels on, and
killed it.
I don't know how she did it with heels. Like the heel didn't fall through the little thing on the crate. So that's kind of amazing how she was able to do that.
Killed it.
In the
did
crate.
You see the guy? He did it, and I think when he fell, he didn't even drop anything that was in his hand. Yeah. The skill of it. Yeah. You can't get mad at people for, wanting to enjoy certain things. It's just creative, and everybody's so tight.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I got another one I'm gonna show. This the funny one to me.
The shit is gonna fall forward. I'm gonna be weak.
You gonna roll, Barry?
Come on now.
I thought that was interesting. I know he was having fun. I mean, and he seemed like a younger man that was able to handle the fall. He didn't drop that sandwich. He didn't drop the sandwich. Big fella. I'm a big guy, so I understand. You don't want to lose that. You don't want to lose that sandwich, definitely if it's good. So, just like I said, I don't see too much into the challenge. I mean, it's fun. It looks fun. Looks like they're having fun. I mean, like I said, us of a certain age, we're not going to do the challenge. And I noticed a lot of older people doing it. And I hope that
I saw
it was a thought. It was a thought that a lot of people was getting a lot of the old heads to do this challenge.
I don't see anything wrong with it. If you feel like you can do it, do it. I think people put limitations on people because of age and say what they can and cannot do. If you feel like you can do it, do it. If you break something, you break something. And hey, you did it. That's my personal opinion. Because I'm going to go to work and I'm going to give me 3 crates. And I'm going to stack them up. I'm not going to do the whole pair, but I'm going to give me 3 crates and I'm going to do it.
Make sure if you're on YouTube watching, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel and share as well. So I want to see what's next. It's always a challenge. It's always a challenge, you guys. This is part of how they say it's always a good time in the summer. You learn how to make fun. If you grow up in unfortunate circumstances, you might not be able to go make a trip to, amusement park or whatever.
Right.
So you got to make your own fun. Like, back in the day, we were kids that went outside and played.
I can
Now
think of 1,000 things that people can be doing, besides the milk crate challenge.
What was your favorite childhood games?
Oh man, childhood games. I was one of those people. I like the Simon Says, the Red Rover, all that stuff. But we played outside. We did outside stuff. For me, it was mostly all the regular games, like what do they call it? The tag and things. I was slow though. I wasn't fast. I was not fast. So I was always it.
So when you was it, you used to stay at the base. You used to stay close to the base.
Man,
and if somebody was trying to run home, run to the base, you couldn't catch them.
Then when you it, I was a little chunky girl, so I was it. And then I had a little Jerry Crumb running through there, all chubby and stuff. I was always it. You quit after a certain point because you can't catch anybody. But the whole purpose is we were good spirited. We played outside. We enjoyed one another. The kids now don't even really go outside. It's very rare. So to see people outside doing things, I think it's a good thing. I think people are so critical and so harsh about everything that everybody does now.
And these are like with what's going on with COVID. These are like the younger adults too. So it's not really the kiddie kids that do it. And the kiddie kids will probably do it with no problem because they ain't scared of nothing. When you're young like that, you don't mind climbing trees and scaffolding buildings. And you be like, when you get older, you be like, I can't even go 4 steps on this step ladder. You be like, that's a hard fall.
Because when you get older and you break something, it doesn't heal the same. It definitely doesn't heal the same.
In the chat, what type of games did you guys in the chat play when you guys were kids? I know
we all different. To their phone.
We all different ages. One of my favorite games, I used to love Kick the Can, yo. I don't know what it was about that Kick the Can, yo. Nah, Kick the Can wasn't before your time.
That was before my time.
Kick the Can was fun because as soon as they put that can back in the middle, somebody come out of nowhere and then kick it. They be mad as hell.
I like kickball. I'm a kickball person. Remember kickball or tag, like the dodgeball?
Kickball. Now I grew up on a street with a lot of people. My street wasn't. It was about 40 houses, but it was a lot of kids. So we were able to play kickball. We used to have apple fights because we had an apple tree next door to me, and there was a couple apple trees down the street. So we used to play top of the street. Used to fight the bottom of the street. We used to have apple fights, kickball. We actually had this lot that was behind our house, right? It was a public lot. And we actually cleaned the lot up just so we could play kickball. And then they was like, oh, y'all can't be in here, too many cars. So then we started going to the school or whatever. But we used to have a lot of fun. We used to play, what's that, 1, 2, 3 red light?
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
That was fun. And it was always, it's funny because it was always the one boy from the block didn't like the other boy from the block, or the girl and the girl. So if this girl was hosting the game, the girl that she didn't get along with trying to host the game at the same time, and she would be mad at who would be at the other one's house. So it would be interesting.
We played outside. Yeah, like a visit. Freeze tag. Again, I was slow. Those are the games that I was just really challenged at. I was slow, but I still was a good sport about it. Now, the kids aren't even good sports about everything. Everybody want to get a prize. Everybody wants to get an award.
Yeah, Levette, all these games is fun. Even the catch and kiss. I mean, I think that the people that have younger children like that, like, we're so overprotective now that we don't understand it. I'm not saying that we turned out bad. I believe that most of our generation turned out good. That these kids need to have that type of fun. They need to be able, for me, and I never was a jump rope guy, but I used to always bug out how the girls could
double dutch.
Yeah, that was always a big thing for me. I used to be like, how they be moving their feet in 2 different ways? And actually, my sister and a couple of girls, my sisters, I should say a better phrase, they all was at the park I think it was last year or 2 years ago, and they was playing double dutch, man, and you know, they all did the videos. It was all on Facebook, and it's just some fun that, you know, this is the fun that we used to have.
I could probably jump better now than I could as a kid. I lived in the neighborhood a couple of years ago, and I came home, and it was in the city, and everybody on the front, it was in the middle of the summertime. All of the adult women were outside jumping double dutch. And they said, do you want to participate? And at the time I was like, well, you know, no, I just got home from work. But to see the adult women outside with their daughters and playing and jumping, you know, rope, that was different. You know, people don't do that anymore. They don't really communicate with the neighbors. They don't communicate with people, you know, and where they live at. So that was a nostalgic feeling. I really, really enjoyed that. Of course, again, I'm left-handed. I couldn't turn, and they wouldn't let me turn. They wouldn't let me jump. But, you know, I really, really enjoyed that. And now it's like everybody's so overprotective. No,
I mean, would you even know where to get a rope now?
You can get an old phone call. Hey, let me tell you something. Right now, you can go and get the Verizon cords or whatever. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I would get a Verizon cord or something like that. The ones that they use in the house, it's the same quality. So
Nicole, when y'all used to play dodgeball, Nicole, you used to get hit the most? Because dodgeball, if you ain't quick, man, them balls be knocking your head off. People get hit or catch your ball, you be pissed off. What about jacks? You play jacks?
I play jacks. I have a set of jacks now. I found a set, and I have jacks.
See, Kenya, don't start your stuff tonight. She talking about clothesline. You know these people don't be knowing what a clothesline is nowadays.
But those are the best ropes. Those are the best ropes.
So y'all remember when you came in the house and your mother or your aunt told you smell like the outside?
Outside. You smell like outside. And if you're either gonna stay in the house or you're gonna stay out the house, but you're not gonna keep coming inside and outside of the house.
Oh, y'all got me tripping in the chat already, man.
Yeah. Pickup sticks. Oh, she took it way, way back. That's way, way back. Pickup sticks?
I don't remember that. What was that?
I do. You throw all the sticks out and they like crisscross each other or something. Yeah, but the pickup sticks. But we play. Look, my mother, she was old school. She introduced me to bat and ball, all of the things, the regular games that kids play. Yeah, like Nicole just said, the ropes will tear you up.
Nicole said me and my brother used to play a game called Manners at the table when my mom left the table. You would get punched in the arm if you did things like talk with food in your mouth and elbows on the table, etc. Wow, y'all was having Mommy Dearest charm school.
No. So did you ever play hot bread and butter?
No.
Okay,
no.
So hot bread and butter. My cousins and I used to play hot bread and butter. So some stuff, it really technically wasn't over, but you had the belt in the house. And so it was one of the things where whoever found the belt, they said you're getting warmer. You're getting warmer. You're getting hot.
Yeah. I played that.
And you play hot bread. Now, whoever came up with that game, that was like on some other type stuff. But we played games like that. This is what we did. And we enjoyed ourselves. And we used to play till late at night. Late at night. Yeah, perfection. All the board games were even fun. Life.
That believe it or not, the board game night was when we got a little older. There we go.
You said what with the board games?
Board games when we got a little older, and my grandmother, we would play Trouble.
The board game.
She loved Trouble.
Of course. You know, I'm back.
She loved
Can
Trouble.
You hear me?
I can hear you.
Hold on, quick.
Here we go. I just gave Nikki a minute. She gonna join us back. Yeah, Nicole, we would play cards. We would play spades. We play tonk. I actually learned how to play bid, whisk, and tonk from my grandmother. And my grandmother was a person that went to Atlantic City a lot. So, yeah, I remember. Okay, somebody didn't know how to play tonk. Ace over king tonk or regular tonk.
That was it right there, the tonk.
Oh, you know, yeah, I know. Well, your area, I know that's what tonk is famous around the DMV. I've never met nobody in the DMV that didn't know how to play tonk.
Creature feature on Channel 20. What is Creature Feature? Do you remember Creature Feature?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember
Pity Pat.
I don't remember Pity Pat.
Say, and all of us that got kids, we should ask our children. Be like, yo. Oh, Kenya, I ain't even gonna put her last comment up.
What she said?
She about to get kicked out. She about to get kicked out. She can't come to the cookout. She says she can't play Tonk.
Okay. So here's the thing. She said she can't play. I can play Tonk. I understand.
But
spades.
She can't play spades.
I can kind of like my black card might be revoked because I can kind of sort of play spades. I understand the concept.
Kung Fu Theater. Well, that Kung Fu was coming on Saturdays.
Yeah, the Saturday morning cartoon.
Saturday afternoon. Karate used to come on.
Yeah.
5 Deadly Venoms was my favorite one of all time.
Yeah, I was a cartoon person.
So all of us in the chat, this what we gonna do, right? I don't know if we're gonna remember for the next time we do a show, but all of y'all ask your nieces, nephew, and kids. If you got kids that's older, ask me like, yo, what type of games y'all used to play when y'all used to go outside? Mm-hmm. They don't play nothing. They into PlayStation, they into Xbox and stuff like that.
I will say though, my oldest daughter, who will be
Keely said my family wasn't black enough. They didn't teach me how to play spades.
Hey, that's my daughter. That's my daughter. So the funny thing about that is my daughters would go outside and they would play. My oldest daughter is very old school, just she's an old soul. So what I remember her doing every year, she would ask for specific things. So she would ask for things like a pogo stick and a skateboard. I don't know what child asked for a pogo stick, but she would ask for a pogo stick from everybody in the family. And when I asked her theory, like, why would you continue to ask for a pogo? She says, well, if I ask from everybody, I know I'm guaranteed to get one. So she, I think it's all in how you raise them. Because even though they're young, they have old souls. So she has pogo sticks, skateboards, all of the things that we used to play with. But I just think it's all in how they're raised.
I'm gonna ask you one of the reasons why a lot of the kids don't play now is because a lot of the games like kickball, you probably didn't need everybody on second base, but you need at least 6 people on each team, at minimum 6-7 people on each team. Yeah, you needed people. You needed people on each team to play kickball. You couldn't just be out there with 4 people.
Look, I had a cousin. She could kick so far out, and you knew the best kickers because as soon as they come up the base, everybody said go far, far, far out.
In a game like you said, the pogo stick is easy because once you buy it, they could play by themselves. Right. A lot of the kids, the reason why now is now I'm be telling my age, and I'm gonna be saying certain things that a lot of us don't want to admit. A lot of us were raised poor. We didn't have money. So we were forced to play with each other. Now, black people got a little bit of money. The first thing we do is move away from each other.
Right.
So we get the hell away from each other. And then we don't think the kids don't have the upbringing. They don't play video games. They don't even go play arcade games.
The one thing that I know for sure, I moved to the city probably about 2-3 years ago. And moving to the city, I listened to the kids outside play. The kids that played outside in the city, they played like how we used to play. The suburban kids, they don't do it the same way. I would walk up to my building and you could see the chalk on the sidewalk because that's how these kids played. And then some of the adults, they would let off the fire hydrant when it was really, really hot. Mm-hmm. And the kids will be out in the middle of the street when you come home from work and they'd be playing with the fire hydrant. They jump rope. One time they had the stairwell completely covered with chalk and glitter. And I must say that after living in the city and moving back to the suburbs and moving back further down south, I really enjoyed listening to the kids in the morning time. I enjoyed watching the kids play. In DC, they have these things, these bikes. And so with the bikes, that people will rent the bikes and they, you can rent the bikes or you can take the bikes and they're for everybody. It was something I think Michelle Obama implemented. And I'm not lying. I came outside one morning and this little boy, he's about 5 and he was no bigger. He was trying to ride the bike because somebody had taken the bike and they had the bike in front of the building. He was trying to ride this big, huge bike, but they play hard, you know. And I think that it's so sad that when kids are stuck in the house and they don't have that interaction, and then it develops their social skills, you know.
So one of the guys, like I said, I had the video. One of the guys that did well in the challenge was White Mike from North North.
Yeah, and this is yes.
On the crate. Fuck they talking
Yeah.
on the crate.
Yo, he rolling it on the crate, Tuz.
Yeah.
Get that nigga a lighter. Get that nigga a lighter. Get that nigga the light. Get that.
I'm loving it. Loving every minute of it. Loving it. Loving it.
I
It's just
thought
good
that was
old-fashioned
good.
fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
So don't be no party people, y'all. Definitely us of a certain age. Don't be all upset because a lot of the people is having fun. I mean, nobody wants to see nobody get hurt, but it's all in good fun. You know how they say we could be doing other things and creating more mischief and havoc instead of just having fun, a good laugh. And for those that are content creators, this is a way that a lot of people are going viral. So one of the things I wanted to do this before, but I know it's a bunch of new people to the show. So I want to before we get on our next topic, I'm going to promote one of our shows that we did and just let you guys know, because I know you guys are new to the channel. But I'm gonna this is just gonna be a little break. Just check this out real quick, and then we'll go to our next topic.
So often we are referred to as queen. But have you ever stopped to admire the beauty of your crown? Let's talk Crown Rules. Thursday nights at 9 p.m. with your host Quentin Ford and myself, Julia Dozier, only on Let's Talk, YouTube and Facebook Live. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, one of the things that we did Crown Rules. Crown Rules is a book. Is a series of books. It's a collection of Julia Dozier's work. We did Crown Rules 2, and then we did 1. We did 2 because 2 was based, the title of the book on 2, Crown Rules 2 was How Black Men Love, and Crown Rules 1 was A Woman's Journey to the Throne. In September, her 3rd book is going to be dropping. It's going to be called Crown Rules 3, How Black Women Love. The way she does this book, the first book she ever did was basically a journal of a point where she really needed to establish her crown again, and it was a journey to the throne. Very interesting. If you go into the YouTube channel, you can catch all the shows out that we did for that book. And same thing with How Black Men Love. She interviewed 14 men, a little bit over 14 men in the book, and asked them a series of questions about love. For the women, I believe that this book would help them understand some men, whether it's their man, their brother, their cousin, their nephews. And her next book, like I said, is going to be How Black Women Love. So I would suggest that for the men, so they can understand how women feel and how they can handle certain situations. So we'll pick that show back up in the end of September, probably like the middle of September. We're going to do a show where it's going to be a panel discussion with a bunch of women and myself that was interviewed for the book, and we're going to discuss the book, and then we'll go into the book after that. But Nikki,
what you got for me?
Our next topic. Now we got a little gossip. Going on. Dell and Sonya Curry. Let me just give a little backdrop, because when you talk about topics that's trending, a lot of times people be like, I don't care. Why y'all talking about them? But we talk about it because one thing about being in the public eye is you have a private life, but you don't have a private life.
But
your private life is public.
Yeah, you don't.
So Dell Curry is a former NBA basketball player who is the father of Steph and Seth, and they have a daughter. Him and his wife Sonya. Dell is 57. His wife Sonya is 55. He was married 33 years. So they've been separated. She filed for divorce in June, but now I guess the divorce proceedings is getting public and very interesting. Some reports say that they're worth about $8 million. Another report says $6 million. He in some of the paperwork he said that she had been cheating on him with an ex for quite some time, and she in her counterclaim said that he has been cheating on her since the beginning of their marriage.
I believe that. I believe it. What I find interesting is that women typically, according to statistics, women will file for divorce first. Most of the time, men, they don't want to go through the process of divorce. I think it's a thing where most men don't, especially if it's young kids involved. Men don't typically want to go through that whole process of divorce. However, in this case, I saw something, and I don't really recall what I saw it on. It was something with Aisha, with Steph, and it was with the mom and the dad. And I can't really remember what it was. And they were all gathering together as a family. And what I've noticed, is that everything that looks a certain way is not necessarily that way. And so I'm not surprised. After 33 years, I think that people can put up a front and they can hold up as long as they can. And then somebody just says, I'm out.
One of the things that I noticed, and I saw a bunch of videos with her partying. It's funny how all these videos come out, these lawyers and these publicists that work for these two, whether it's him or her. It's funny how all this stuff starts coming out. Where basically they said that they're getting divorced and they're gonna be amicable, but it's like now it gets messy. Now it gets a little sticky. Like one of the things that I thought was interesting was how she's being portrayed now as a partier, and it's interesting because their marriage began during his pro career, and you would think like at the height of their pro career, now they started a family. They were typically out of the limelight until Steph Curry was in college. And then when he's in college, people realize, oh, that's Dell Curry's son. And then going to the NBA, being real good, winning in Golden State. Now it kind of brought back the limelight to whatever was going on between them. And like you said, you would see videos and shows where they would always portray them as, a good couple. But I remember one time they even tried to use them as the first family, because I know that Seth Curry is married to Doc Rivers, another coach's daughter. Yeah,
I saw that.
They said that they all, whenever they have dinner together, they all get together and have dinner or whatever. So
So here's the thing: is anything ever perfect? I find it interesting that when people put on these facades, you know, about how things are, there's always a backstory to it. It's not surprising that there was infidelity in the marriage. I think that people try to cover things up as long as they can. They try to mask it as long as they can. But eventually the bubble pops. And I saw them. And me personally, even when Aisha was looking for attention on another end, she at one point, what does she do? She does like a cooking show or something. They're a young couple. I think that when you get married young, and you have what does it say? It
Katie
says,
said, man, you can look at them and tell I know it's a dead cat on the line.
Yeah. And I think, okay, so me personally, once you've been in different relationships, you can kind of read the signs. People can put up a front as long as they can put up the front, but there are signs that are there. And I'm not surprised that it's infidelity on both ends. People stay together for mostly, really, why a lot of people stay together for financial reasons. And once they get to a certain point, it's like, okay, well, I don't even care about that. I just want to be happy. I want to be free. But 33 years is a long time.
It's funny because if you look at Sonia Curry, she looks so much like Thandie Newton. Like you would just look at him like, oh, that's the actress Thandie Newton. But it's not her. They favor so much like I said,
33 years though. 33 years. 33 years is a long time. That's a long time.
And they even got married when they were young. I mean, was, he's only 57, she's 55. They're still young. They
got married in their 30s. Let me tell you something about getting married. I mean, in their 20s. When they got married, a lot of times people get married early and you're not really who you are when you get married that early in your 20s. And you continue to grow, you continue to change and to become the person that you're really meant to be. So I think a lot of times people judge people. Oh, 33. Listen, the person that she was at 20 is not the person that she is at 50 something at all.
Oh, even the dog gets tired.
Man, she better say it. Even the dog gets tired.
Oh,
you get tired. And I think so many people put these celebrities in this like really high thing. Listen, the only problem is that when you're a celebrity, all your business is put out there. You can't hide the fact that you're going through some things. But I mean, who hasn't been? I mean, really. I mean, I'm not surprised. Remember Love and Basketball?
See, I don't. You know what's funny, right? And I don't say this much, right?
Let me hear.
But,
what?
Love and Basketball. You talking about the movie Love and Basketball, right? Okay.
Remember when the father came in and she had all those accusations and she was like, I already knew, blah, blah. That lifestyle, you have to suspect or you have to anticipate that it's gonna happen. I mean, you have all these groupies, you have all these women that are hanging around. I mean, it's gonna eventually happen. It's not saying that everybody will fall for it, but it's saying that it's gonna happen. I mean, it's likely that it will. And remember in the movie, she was saying, oh, these accusations about this and these accusations about that. It happens. It happens. It's not unlikely. And I'm gonna tell you one good thing. The difference is when you have money. I mean, sometimes money makes divorce a little bit more complicated, but then sometimes it makes it a little easy. I mean, sometimes it makes it complicated. Sometimes it makes it easy. Depends on the situation.
So I'm gonna ask you, how do you think it's gonna turn out? I mean, you think it's gonna get uglier? I mean, it's really kind of crazy because now they got kids and they got grandkids. And with media, like we jump on anything, and us doing what we do, we gonna definitely jump on it as well, if it's quote unquote something to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you think that it's gonna get like ugly?
I think it won't get so ugly because I think that personally, like, they have a certain level of privacy that they want to keep. But again, being in that limelight, I don't think it'll get too ugly. I think at some point when people are going through divorce,
Kenya, he said she ain't getting nothing.
Yeah.
In the divorce papers, he said that she started the infidelity, that she don't deserve nothing.
Who said what?
Yeah.
Man, listen. You said if a woman started the infidelity, she filed it. You can't prove it. She's saying that he started.
No, the thing is that he said he could prove it. Allegedly, she moved down to Tennessee with old boy, the ex-football player. It could be a case, and I don't know what state they filed their divorce in. It could be a case of who could prove it.
But look, they're saying, okay, 50-50 split. So who can prove it? But at the same time, she's saying he's been cheating all along.
What if she can't prove it? What if it's just what she said and he just go to court and be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so are we gonna be realistic here?
I mean,
because the thing about it is, 9 times out of 10, he probably, and I'm just saying, women, it takes a lot for women to step out to do what they do. Women have to be really, really, really fed up. It takes them a minute to step out.
So now you're generalizing.
I'm not generalizing. I'm just saying women emotionally cheat for like that. It's one of those things, but it takes women a minute to step out. This isn't anything new. This is probably something that they've been going through. And she probably got tired. She was like, oh, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And she got tired. And she filed for it because she probably found her piece on the side. Come on. Like, this is one of those things where we're not going to just, be light about it. She probably was like, okay, I found my piece on the side. He's been doing him. I'm about to do me. And after 33 years, you in your 50s, you're ready to do you. Ready to do you. This is nothing new. It took her a minute. She raised her family. It took her a minute.
They both getting a second lease on life.
I ain't mad at them. I mean, I just figure like, look, your kids are raised, your grandkids are raised. They're at a certain point. Let's not put all our business in the street. But let's just say we've been together. We've been putting on the front. We've been doing all of these things. And it worked. It did what we need for it to do. We've raised our family. Now they're adults. Let's move forward. I want to be happy.
Kenya said she hoped that she's friends with Shawnee O'Neal because Shawnee got paid. Shawnee really didn't get paid, though. I know that it appears because Shawnee could never mention the guy that she was married to, which is funny. I always thought it was interesting. And I love the way that they both still raising their kids. But Shawnee, her ex-husband he's well off. Shawnee got paid, and I think that divorce, when it comes to celebrities, divorces are always real funny.
They're funny.
Because a lot of times, who's successful? Like, how do you be successful by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, some people be like even in his case, and he has a reason for what he's doing, but allegedly in his case, him saying she don't deserve nothing.
That's crazy to me because let me explain to you. When divorce proceedings come up, when people go through divorces, a lot of people don't understand is that now I can speak on a female's behalf. A woman who supports and backs her husband, she goes through a lot. Now, a lot of people saying, well, she doesn't deserve to get whatever. But if you put things on the back burner and you've raised your children and you've been the supportive wife and you've been the backbone, I think you do deserve a certain amount of things after a certain point. Like I backed this, I followed this. Like I put everything on the back burner and I supported you. And so I feel like that the women do deserve certain things after. I mean, if this is what their whole life was revolved around. That's my personal opinion. Now, nobody has to agree with me, but that's what I believe.
No, like I said, I don't. I'm very objective when it comes to it. I mean, I believe each everybody's situation is different.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this situation is very unique. Like I said, when he was playing basketball, and she was, as they say, the good wife raising the kids. No telling what was going on.
She might
I
have her
just
piece on the side. I mean,
like
we never
like
know.
like I just find it interesting that you two say that you guys are going to get divorced and everything's going to be okay, but it's getting ugly.
No, because things will never. The bottom line is that when you start going through this, different things will come out. The truths will come out, and it will get ugly. The one thing that I've learned in discussing things is that everybody starts off really nice, and then once it starts off nice, it can get ugly. And I think because feelings are involved, the beautiful thing about it though is that their children are adults and they don't have to worry about that aspect of it. But I always say, no matter if your children are adults, whatever case may be, you are stuck with the person that you have children with for the rest of your life, whether you divorce them or not. They're always going to be at the weddings, the baby showers, the baby arrivals, whatever it is, you're stuck with this person for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and it just I mean, the kids, the grandkids. Let's just say the grandkids. You
That's
know,
easy. That's easy. The grandkid part to me is easy.
you think
It
that's
just,
easy that they got to hear that their grandfather or their grandmother was out doing this and doing that?
reality is this: no one's perfect. The only thing about being a celebrity is that your business is in the street. Nobody's perfect.
The main dish is always better with the side dish. No one
Cheaper to
just eats
keep her.
steak.
Cheaper to keep her. Cheaper to keep her. The main dish is always better, but at the same time, people get tired of the same main dish all the time. So sometimes people say, I'm going to take, what'd you say the other day, Quentin? I'm going to take this lobster over this steak.
Oh yeah,
So people get tired of the same thing. What did Eddie Murphy say years ago? It's like the same saltine cracker.
same saltine cracker.
Same saltine cracker.
So, is it anything else, Nikki, before we wrap up that you
No, sir.
wanted to discuss?
I look forward to seeing how, but I'm one of those people where they're going to have
So, did you see Respect yet? So we could talk about Respect.
no, I have not.
Yeah, I see
How?
Respect. So give us a couple of days. We're gonna both see Respect, and then we're gonna have a discussion about Respect.
Okay.
Because I heard Jennifer Hudson did a fabulous job. So
Mm.
I don't want to give her flowers based off of secondhand information. But if she did a thing, she did a thing. I'm a hard movie critic. Movies and shows, I'm real. I'll give I'm. But Aretha
Well,
wanted her to do the job, so it should have been good. I heard the reviews were great.
well, I have to watch it, and then we have to do our review.
For everybody in the chat, once again, we thank you guys for joining us tonight. I know everybody in the chat had asked Nikki, well, when y'all gonna be on? Is it gonna be on every Monday? Basically, we don't know. All I ask is that if you subscribe to the channel, you gotta probably hit the bell. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll get the alert, but you might get the alert last. If you hit the bell, allegedly, you'll know once we go live.
Right.
We do a lot of shows on the channel. They're not always with me and Nikki, but if you guys want, just reach out to Nikki. Those that know Nikki that's in the chat, and me and her converse and come up with something. We'll figure out a day or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 days in the week when we could get together. Like I said, with trending topics. Sometimes I'll see something or she'll see something. We'll be like, let's talk about it. So we wanted to talk about the Crate Challenge, which is awesome. And we wanted to talk about the Currys. With that, appreciate all you guys in the chat once again for joining us and allowing us to be part of your night before you take it down.
Mhm.
And remember to like, share, and subscribe. Any final words, Nikki?
None. Just like, share, subscribe. And if you have any topics that you would like, I'm open to suggestions because I can talk about anything.
How could they get in touch with you?
They can reach me on my Facebook page at darlingnikki.com. No, wait a minute, that's the website. I'm sorry. Darling Nikki. I'm going to bring the website up, but they can reach me on my Facebook page, Darling Nikki. Also, I have a, I believe it's Darling Nikki 1 or 1 Darling Nikki at Instagram. But any subjects, any topics that you would like for us to bring up or discuss, I'm open.
Great. With that, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show. Please continue to join us here for conversations on hot topics, interviews with special guests, and our featured programs such as the Poetry Corner, where you can hear dope poets from around the country creating that Poet Cafe vibe, and Crown Rules, our virtual book club on love, intimacy, and healthy relationships. Let's talk. We are everywhere you want to be. Follow us on YouTube at Let's Talk, Facebook at Let's Talk, and on Instagram at Let's Talk 1931. Have a suggestion? Give us a call at 570-795-4283. Or for business inquiries, please email us at ltalk5600@gmail. Let's talk. I water you, you water me, and we go together. Please don't forget to like, share, follow, or subscribe.